Wearing makeup, dyeing their hair, piercings. How do you decide when the time is right for your child to try some of these out, or when is it a good time to say no? Our parenting expert, Julie Freedman Smith, is here now to help us figure that out. Good morning to you, Julie.
Morning.
This is a tricky one, isn't it? And every family faces it. My 9-year-old just said to me a couple of months ago, I want to get my ears pierced, and she had just gotten braces, and so we decided that it was not a good time to do the ear piercing because she already had enough work to do with her braces at night. So that's what we decided for our family, but I bet you every family is going to be different on all of these issues.
Well, exactly. Some families don't have any issue with it, and so, you know, like many people get their kids' ears pierced when they're babies.
Yes.
But other people never do.
Right.
You know, 47, still haven't gone there, but you never know, it could happen. So it really just depends a lot on the family. And with any of these big decisions about when's the right time, if it's no big deal for you, then move on. But if you have a big question mark in front of your head, like, oh, should I let her? Shouldn't I let her? Should I let her? Shouldn't I let her?
Right.
Here are some thoughts that Gail and I came up with. We talked about this for quite a while yesterday. So the first thing is, as a parent, we never need to give a yes or no in the heat of the moment. So if question mark pops up in front of your face, you can say, I need to think about this. I'm not sure what the right answer is. And they say, oh, please, I really, really want it. If you need an answer right now, the answer is no.
Okay.
We can think about it and talk about it over the week and see what we come to. But if you need an answer right now, the answer is no.
Oh, I like that a lot.
And that's, you know, teenagers asking, you know, can I please go to this concert? Can I please go to this concert? I need to get the tickets right now. If you need the answer now, the answer is no. But let's figure it out, because there are bigger ways to make decisions than just in the heat of the moment. And that's a great thing to teach our kids.
All right.
Then you start asking yourself, well, why am I having this question mark? And is it because I'm really worried what other parents are going to think about my decision?
Oh,
you know, are they going to think I'm a bad mom? Are they going to think I'm a really cool mom? Or what if they think I'm a really laissez-faire mom?
Right.
If you're worried about what other parents are going to think about you, that's probably not the place to start.
Okay.
Because that's typically why our kids are asking us for this in the first place. If I don't wear that lipstick, nobody's going to play with me.
That's right. Or my cousin did it, now I want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. So people are always going to think that you're a crazy mom, or they're going to think you're a great mom, but it really doesn't matter. It's really more about your values, your vision, and what you're teaching your child.
And your child, right?
Yes, exactly. So, and it's perfectly okay to say, that's not okay for our family.
Yes.
Right?
I've used that a lot. The other rules for our family.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the other thing is, sometimes people just want to say yes because they don't want to have the fight.
Ah, right.
And if it's a nothing issue and you want to say yes because you don't want to have the fight, that's fine. But if it's something, again, where you've got that question mark and you're wondering, what's the right decision? This is a big decision. Then giving in because you don't want the fight is maybe not the best reason.
Right.
Your kids can handle it, and our kids want us to set some boundaries and know where those boundaries are.
Yes.
And you know, just because they wear a lot of makeup for dance or a lot of makeup for acting or something, or for Halloween one time, doesn't mean that now that needs to become the norm. Because the question is, are we teaching our kids that what's important is only what's on the outside, or are we teaching them that, you know, you can be who you are and that's why your friends will like you?
Right. So it's one of those teachable moments where you can have that bigger conversation about who your child is beyond their outward appearance.
Exactly. Okay. And of course, this is going to differ for if you've got an 8-year-old than if you've got a 17-year-old, right? As our kids get closer to adulthood, then we give them a little more freedom to be making those decisions. The last thing I would say is, once you do come together, so if you decide, you know what, we really need to talk about this as a family, like you guys did with the braces and the earrings, and then you start looking at, is this child showing they're responsible enough for whatever it is? What are the costs involved? What are the health risks involved? You know, what if it gets infected, or makeup is a lot of money, right?
It is.
So we can teach our kids how to make decisions the same way we would make decisions, by looking at a bunch of different issues and then building our decision from there. We can also say, I'm happy to do that for you for your birthday, which is 2 weeks away. So let's wait, and 2 weeks from now we'll talk about it again and see if you're really sure about that. Because 2 weeks from now, they may not care anymore. They may not,
yeah, you're right. They change their minds all the time.
And there's always not always, but there's often somewhere in the middle. So it's like, no, you can't wear any makeup, or a full face of makeup, but could they wear some lip gloss?
Lip gloss, maybe. Right, exactly. What about this idea of expressing their own individuality?
Well, and the question is, do they express their own individuality only by who they are on the outside, or also by their actions?
Right.
And so that's something that as a family we can talk about. And it's great when it's something that your child is really passionate about. It's nice to sit down and have a conversation in a good time to hear what they really have to say, because it could be that their reasonings for it are not what you thought of, and you say, yeah, you know what, I hadn't thought about it that way. That makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Or
And listen
let's
to
give
them,
it a
right?
try. Yes. But it's also okay to say no. That's our job.
That's right. That's our job to say no sometimes.
Yes.
Julie, thank you so much. So many great things to think about there.
My pleasure. Thank you.